There we go. Right, so I'm going to run through this really quickly, and it's just about having more time in your business. And we have touched on this with our earlier discussion, so it's been really good to talk about some of the things that you're experiencing and the things that you use in your business to solve time issues and make things run a lot smoother. So we're just going to chomp on through our 10 top tips to help you in your dance business. So if I can roll this forward, because I'm not very good at PowerPoint or any presentations. So one of the things that we found was really useful was blocking tasks. So whether it be, because many of us are trying to do everything, marketing, invoicing, choreographing, admin, planning for shows, trying to have a life, was blocking time in your diary as if it was a meeting or as if it was, something that you have to do. And also spending time on that one thing at a time. So if you're sitting down to do your marketing, can you sit down and give that time to plan a good chunk of your marketing, rather than going, right, I've got to do 5 minutes of marketing, 10 minutes of invoicing, and I've got to choreograph something in that time as well. So all to do with the mindset. I'm no expert in the mind, but it's if you're looking at doing one thing at a time rather than trying to do 4 things at once, then that's going to make it more productive, give you the right headspace for that task in hand, and making sure you've blocked that time in your diary to do it. So that's the first one. Second one we also talked about in our chat earlier was scheduling social media. Again, blocking some time to do it, scheduling ahead. You've got lots of different tools that you can use. You've got Buffer, Hootsuite, Creator Suite. There's like a million different scheduling systems that you can use. So spending some time creating a spreadsheet with your content, so you can have all the dates along, all the months along the top, where your shows are coming up, where the school holidays are, Halloween's coming, Christmas is coming, Easter is coming, etc. And you can work backwards. And if you're walking the dog or you're thinking of something, you can then add that into your content planner, so that you've always got fresh ideas, even if you just chuck something in there to say, right, okay, I've had this idea. So you can go back to that spreadsheet and look at all the content that you've got planned. And I'm sure you've all heard of Canva, but it's a brilliant free and paid for, but loads of it is for free, design tool, which is fantastic for creating visuals. So if you haven't heard of Canva, check it out, and you can create your brand, use your brand colors, check your font. There's loads of free images, there's loads of free icons. All these icons and things that we've used here are all free from Canva, and you can turn them to the right colors for your business. So definitely recommend checking that out. This is a big one that we've been discussing today, is delegating, because we all try and do everything in our business, unless we're lucky enough to have a team. But does it really have to be you that does it? And would it be more economical for you to delegate? And Linda was saying today, you can't afford not to. So we literally cannot do everything ourselves. By delegating, it will clear your head, give you more headspace. And would your efforts be better elsewhere, such as sales or front of house? So we were talking earlier, if you're good at the sales or building relationships with potential clients, that's where your efforts are best made. That's what's going to bring the money in, and that's what's going to pay for your assistant or help. It could be a virtual assistant, it could be freelance, depends if you want to employ someone. But really look at your mindset, because we all think, well, perhaps we can't afford that at the moment, but you can't afford not to. So perhaps take that gamble and look at the maths on that. If you're out promoting the fact that you do parties and they make you £200 in 2 hours, then that one party that month is going to cover that extra help for you. So have a think about that. Join forces. I'm really embarrassed with my non-clickable PowerPoint presentation. Well, it's actually, I made it on Canva. So there you go. You can check it out on Canva. I'm sure you're much slicker than I am. So join forces. When we first started pop dance about 12 years ago, we did find that a lot of dance schools didn't really want to talk to each other and were a bit territorial. But I think that's changed a lot since those days. And it's really about collaborations, joint marketing, you know, especially if you're an independent dance teacher and you're working in a similar area to somebody else, could you perhaps connect with that dance teacher and say, do you know what, you know, you run your dance classes on a Thursday, I run mine on a Tuesday, and then if you're sick, I can cover you. If I'm sick, you can cover me. And perhaps we can do some joint marketing together to put our efforts into promoting the fact that I do Zumba on a Thursday and you do ballet on a Tuesday. Being part of a supportive network, so there's loads of dance teacher forums and Facebook groups out there. So, you know, you can get lots of help from like-minded people, such as these online meetups, but there's loads of Facebook groups that you can join. So yeah, online dance teacher forums and groups to actually chat with people that are going through similar things that you are, so you can actually help and support each other. You can't see my number there because I'm going to push this over. So share the load. It won't let me push it over. You're not alone. There's loads of people that are going through similar things to you. Sorry. People are going through similar experiences. Chat with like-minded people for solutions and support, and join some dance teacher forums. People generally do want to help you. So literally ask the questions. Join this kind of online meetup where you can learn from other people and share the load. It doesn't always have to be on you. Number 6, I think this is. Yeah, number 6, make a list with only 3 things on it. So what are the 3 most important things you need to do that day, and do those first, get them done out the way. And when you tick them off, you're going to feel so much better. There's loads of stuff that we just put off. We go, oh yeah, the deadline's not, you know, deadline's not on that at the moment, so I'll leave it. And it's still ticking away in your brain. But once you do it, tick it off, your headspace is going to feel so much better. So as Jackie, who was going to do this presentation, one of her tips are 3 things on your to-do list each day. If you want to write them the night before, so you know exactly what you've got to do the next day, then that will definitely help. And again, we touched on this in the discussion, which was automate as much as you can. Can you automate your processes? No, sorry, my husband wants to make a cup of tea and the kettle's too noisy. So can you automate your processes? So, you know, there's great systems out there like MailChimp, MailerLite, which all help with onboarding and setting up your sales funnels. Automatic reminders for events and payment systems, and we touch base on Class Manager as being a good payment system, which we're going to explore and report back on. So how can you make your processes and your systems slicker, so you're not spending as much time doing them? There's a lot of automations and a lot of tools that can help you. And also, again, I know we're trying to save you guys time, but it often doesn't have to take too long to continue to learn, and we're always learning all the time. So, you know, you could follow experts on social media. So there's a few that we would recommend. The Instagram expert, who gives away tons of tips and hacks and ideas on how to use Instagram really well for your business. So I totally recommend giving them a follow. There's experts on, you know, so marketing, on finance, all that kind of thing. Find some experts on Insta, and literally loads of people share free tips. And you can also sign up for tips and ideas that come straight into your inbox. So if you want to get the marketing tips for dance teachers, we'll post a link where this video goes, and you can sign up and get free tips. This video will be part of that. We share that every single month, and other ideas from different experts in their field to help you in your dance business. So things can even just come straight into your inbox that you can have a read with a cup of tea. But always think about learning, because social media is changing all the time, as is marketing, and there's always things to learn. So it'd be good to make the time to do that. Don't take on too much. It is okay to say no. As Linda was saying earlier, she's now doing the things that she wants to do, not the things that she has to do. You don't have to do everything. You don't have to offer everything, and you can't do everything. So perhaps you might want to run a new ballet class, but you don't want to do tap anymore, but you want to keep that for your clients. Then perhaps you can delegate and get somebody else to do that. You know, as you guys are, a few of you are taking time off over Easter. You don't have to run a school holiday camp at Easter. It is okay to say no. So don't take on too much. Think about what the benefits of doing that are, and do they weigh up in terms of your time, your efforts, and what you're going to get out of it at the end of the day. And again, we were talking about this earlier in the discussion, is schedule time off. It's really important for you to have some you time. Block it in the diary as if it were a meeting, and make the time to have time for you. And if you want a little martini with an olive in it, go for it. And because that's why we started our own businesses, was to really have that time for ourselves, do what we love, make a great living to doing what we love, and being able to have some me time as well. So I'm 2 minutes early. If anyone has any questions, I'm happy to answer them, or we can all have a chat about it. How was that? A whirlwind? Hello, talk to me, talk to me. I will stop recording now so that you don't have to be on the screen, Harder, if I can work out how to stop recording.